Hello, I'm Pastor John from Living Stones and Sunland Seventh-day Adventist Churches. And for this call to prayer, this special call to prayer, it is from Athens, Greece. Anna, James, and I just visited there on the Acropolis. But right now I'm in front of the prison of Socrates. Very interesting thing how life changes, but it always stays the same. For Socrates merely spoke truth or spoke his mind. We discover there's another location up there, which I will show you in a few moments, where Paul spoke as well. There are so many that have spoken for what is right and what is good. And many times we human beings aren't so good with dealing with those words. Today, we need to remember that life itself is very important and that truth is also very important. Jesus is the truth. We don't speak truth to hurt others. We speak truth because it is true. And when we speak truth, it better be about something that matters, especially something that Jesus is connected with. For there are times in our lives where we will discover that what we say is not so popular. But let me tell you, popularity contexts come and go. Revelation has them like the waves of the sea. People say you can say this, 100 years later you can say that. It moves. Politics is like that. But results last a lifetime. The symbol that God chose, that Jesus chose and the early disciples had before the cross was even chosen as a symbol, was the anchor. That anchor, it locks deep into the rock. You see that rock over here? It's amazing. It's a beautiful rock. It's old. It's incredible. And it's powerful. That anchor can lock into that rock if that rock is Jesus Christ in your life. Now let's come take a look at this prison house where Socrates, before he died, where he stayed because of words that came out of his mouth. Let's go take a look right now. As we look here, we see these ancient steps. Also, you can see many of the holes in the sides of the stone here. These caves of Socrates also were used to hide antiquities during the First World War. Things that were up from the top of the Acropolis. Things that the people here in this country, the Greeks, did not want other nations to be able to steal or destroy, and so they cemented the wall up deep inside the cavern, which is well made. It's a very beautiful cave, actually. If I could go in there, it would be awesome, but I'm just on the outside taking pictures. But I'll show you a diagram of how deep it goes. He looked out and he saw this, all the splendor of this world. That beautiful Acropolis with the Parthenon on the top, a symbol of human ingenuity. And yet, in truth, that ingenuity means nothing if there is no truth. That view he sees from his cell. Not far from there, the Apostle Paul, a few hundred years later, brings truth at the AEROPAGAS. You're seeing here the sermon from Acts chapter 17, where Paul speaks of specifically the unknown God that was to be known to this world. In this amazing location, Paul, right near the Acropolis, took the AEROPAGAS, the location where all of those who were the philosophers in Athens, and in Acts chapter 17, he told them that he noticed all around there were religious symbols, and he also saw a temple to an unknown God. And then he proceeded to tell them that he knew that God. In this very place, all what was around, instead of looking down on everything, he decided that he would look up he would take the symbolism of the pagan world and find within it there are roots of truth. He found one altar to an unknown God, and he said to them, I will show you this unknown God. In fact, he's the God that created you and created all life. He made all life from one male and one female. And then he demonstrated his love by coming here to this earth and dying for you. And God raised him from the dead. Paul created a great furor by preaching from this amazing point in Athens. But yet at the same time, the truth prevailed. Truth always will. I'm so glad that I was able to connect with you here from Athens on this call to prayer. And I look forward to seeing you all on Sabbath. May God bless you. May the joy that flows from the cross of Calvary infect and infest your life, give you hope, peace, and a purpose. And don't forget, the way to hope, peace, and purpose is to share the truth with others. Jesus relies on you and me to show and tell others and to call them to the new kingdom, one greater than kingdoms that fall, but a kingdom that lasts for eternity. Have a good evening and God bless. By the way, Anna, James also send their love. Bye-bye.